So first and foremost, just a disclaimer, I was being very extra with this eyeshadow look. So first and foremost, I'm going to be using the Be Perfect Cosmetic Perfect Prime Eyeshadow Primer to prime my lid. And I'm basically just gonna blend that into my lid to basically help set everything. And the first color I'm using is actually from the 35i Morphe palette. I forget exactly what this shade is called, but it's that really pretty purple shade near the top. And I'm basically just gonna start off with putting that on as my transition shade. And then, of course, per usual, I'm going to be going into the Carnival XL palette, and I'm going to be using the shade Wasted. And I'm basically just going to focus that more towards my crease. Honestly, guys, the reason why I was so extra with this particular look is that literally I used 3 different Morphe palettes and 3 different eyeshadows. Like, so it's extra, but it's not extra. But the fact that I had to use 3 different palettes for this look was crazy to me. Like, once I actually sat down and edited everything. And then next, I'm going to be dipping into the 35V Morphe palette, and I'm basically just using that dark plum color, and I'm basically focusing that more towards my crease as well, and I'm going to help add that dimension into my eyeshadow look. And then next, of course, I'm going to cut my crease. And as you guys can see, your girl is extremely focused on making sure that nothing is going crazy and going all over the place, because I have a certain type of look that I'm going for. And luckily for me, everything definitely did work out. So I'm doing more of like a winged cut crease, which I haven't done in like forever. But as you guys can see, I'm just applying, slowly but surely applying those same shades that I applied earlier. So I use that soft purple color first, then I use the color Wasted, and then towards the edge where the wing is, I'm using that dark plum color from the other Morphe palette that I used earlier. And then I'm basically just going back in because that first color got lost a little bit. And now I'm finally going to be using one of the liquid liners that I had bought like months ago, but I'm basically using the NYX Vivid Lights eyeliner in the shade Purple just to be a little bit extra. And then of course I'm going to be applying my mink eyelashes. These eyelashes are actually in the style Confident, so I'll definitely leave a link down below if you guys wanted to purchase these. And then of course, moving on to my face, I'm just going to be using the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. And guys, this is definitely my go-to primer to wear during the summer, and I definitely just wanted to pick it up and kind of play around with it again. And then for foundation, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Foundation. And guys, like, this foundation is definitely in like my top 3 favorites, because it's just like, it's like skin. It's like your skin, but better. It's like if I were to Facetune my skin, but in real life. You know what I mean? So like, I definitely feel like this foundation is 1010% worth the money. So as you guys can see, at first I blended everything in with a brush, and then I went in with my e.l.f. Beauty Blender to help blend everything else out so everything is even. And then I'm going to be using the NYX Born to Glow concealer, and I'm basically just applying that to my inner and outer corner, my chin, the bridge of my nose, and also my forehead. Like, I'm just looking like this eyeshadow look turned out so cute to me. Like, you guys don't understand. Like, when I do really eloquent looks like this, I have such a sigh of relief once my eyes are done and I can move on to my face. Next, of course, to set my concealer, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Banana Powder. And definitely with this concealer, 1010%, you have to set it because it is very, 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 very hydrating. So you want to make sure that that's not looking crazy throughout the day. So definitely make sure that you set that particular concealer, especially with primer. And then I'm going to be using the LA Girl concealer. I honestly don't know why I did that to myself, because this concealer I feel like is a bit too dark for me to be doing a contour with, so I have to do a lot and I mean a lot of blending. Like there was like a big chunk of time that I had to cut out while I was editing this because it took me so long to blend. It was ridiculous. So basically I applied the Fenty Beauty banana powder to basically help shape that I wanted more, to kind of clean up the harsh edges from the concealer. And then I'm just going in with my Sephora micro smooth powder to basically dust that off, and then to also set the rest of my foundation. Next, I'm just going to be going into the Maybelline City Bronzer, and I'm basically just going to use that to help contour my nose. I wouldn't even think about applying that concealer I used earlier on my nose, because I know it'll just look like a muddy mess, and that is definitely not the look that I'm going for. So I personally prefer using powders, because I feel like I have more control when I do go to contour my nose. And then next for blush, I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics Blushing and Bali palette, and I'm going to be using the shade Pomegranate for my blush, and then also the shade Glisten for my highlighter. And then I'm basically just applying that to my cheeks, kind of help creating that contour blush highlighter type situation to help add that dimension in my face so everything is all nice and seamless. Then moving on to lips, I'm going to be using the LA Colors in the shade Plum. And honestly, guys, I love this lip liner. Like, I wasn't 100% sure how I was going to feel about it. But after, I think I decided to do this lip combo on, I think it was Christmas. But guys, I don't know why. I just love the way it looks on my lips. And I'm like, you know what? If I'm doing a purple eyeshadow look, might as well have a little plum on the lips as well, to kind of have like that nice mixture of like purple and pink from my lips. So yeah, everything basically kind of just pulled together really nicely the way I wanted it to, so I'm really happy about that. And of course, to set my whole face, I'm going to be using Dewy Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. But yeah, that's pretty much the look, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really love the way this purple turned out, because of course purple is one of my favorite colors. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to your girl down below, and I will see you guys in my next one.